If you've got one day to explore all districts of Bangkok and learn about the diverse of cultures in this capital city, where would you go? I'll give you some local advice in this episode. On this beautiful morning, we started our day at Wat Kalayanamitr Woramahaviharn, an old temple built under the reign of King Nangklao or King Rama III.
By the Chao Phraya River in Bangkok, you can find a lot of local communities where you can learn a lot of history about Bangkok, because Bangkok has been an international city that has welcomed guests from all over the world for many centuries.
On the way to Santa Cruz Church, we walked by the river and passed Kian Un Keng Shrine, one of the oldest shrines in Thonburi. I was impressed by its beauty, made from the finest wood and detailed craftsmanship. Alright, we've arrived at Kudi Chin.
Welcome to Kudi Chin. This is an old community by Chao Phraya River of over 250 years or since Thonburi period. This is where you can find a mixture of cultures from Chinese to Portuguese and Siamese.
Kudi Chin has been an international community for over 250 years. The Chinese, particularly the Hokkiens, settled down around this area in late Ayutthaya period. It is believed that Chinese temples here influenced the name of the community, Kudi Chin, which means Chinese monks' residence. Muslims also settled down in this area around that period. After the capital was moved from Ayutthaya to Thonburi, the Portuguese also settled down here on the land plot donated by King Taksin in 1769. Not long after that, Santa Cruz Church was built, but the current building is the third generation of the church, built in 1916 under the reign of King Washirawut or King Rama VI. The church's dome reminds me of Duomo in Florence, as it was built in Renaissance neoclassical style. Ban Kudi Chin Museum preserves history, culture, and traditions of an old Portuguese Siamese community. The ground floor is a cafe with a nice garden. We then went up to the second floor and found many interesting drawings. I had a warm welcome by Pitong, the owner of the house. She toured me around her house, sharing many interesting stories of the Portuguese, the first group of Europeans who came to Siam in 1511 under the reign of King Rama II of Ayutthaya. The Portuguese then became dominant foreign traders and influenced Thai cuisine, language, and culture. Portugal has been a good friend of Thailand for over 500 years. What a wonderful, long-lasting friendship. On the rooftop of the building, we were able to see a great view of the Chao Phraya River and old buildings around the community. For me, this was a wonderful moment to really feel the heritage of my home city, Bangkok. Now, let's learn about the food culture influenced by the Portuguese. First, I will test this delicious Khanom Pharang Kudi Chin. The main ingredients include flour, egg, and sugar. It is baked on a charcoal brazier and topped with raisins, persimmon, winter melon, and white sugar. The toppings represent good fortune in Chinese culture. Second, let's try Khanom Chin Kang Kai Kua, adapted from a traditional Portuguese dish. Rice flour noodles are used instead of pastas. The curry is made of chicken and its liver. It tastes slightly sweeter than traditional Thai curry. It's really good.
Welcome to เจริญกรุง Here I am on Charoen Krung Road, as known as New Road. This is the first road of Bangkok that stretches over 8 kilometers.
I would recommend to start exploring Charoen Krung from this landmark, General Post Office.
Post office in Thailand was established in 1883 under the reign of King Rama III. And the building behind me is Central Post Office building, built in 1940. Nowadays, it also operates postal service, and a part of it also houses TCDC, or Thailand Creative and Design Center.
The General Post Office building is just next to Soi Charoen Krung 32, in which we can enjoy taking photos of colorful street arts. I was stunned seeing this piece of art on the wall of the Portuguese embassy. So unique. Dating to 1820, with ambassador's residence built in 1860, the Portuguese embassy in Bangkok is the oldest diplomatic mission in Thailand. This historic place is just across the river from Kudi Chin. It's also a great idea to stop by house number 1, a building with neoclassical architecture. There's a nice cafe inside, a lot of cool spots for photos too.
Talad Noi is an old district of Bangkok full of Chinese descendants who settled down here during early Rattanakosin period. This is one of the oldest houses in the area, called So Heng Thai. The design is Hokkien style architectural design, and the building is more than 200 years old. Siam Commercial Bank is the first bank of Thailand established under the reign of King Rama III. This is the first branch of Siam Commercial Bank, Talad Noi branch.
Next, I'm excited to see my friend, Kikoi. She and her Austrian husband run a restaurant called Ban Rim Nam. This 200-year-old riverside warehouse in Talad Noi is a venue with artistic decoration and garden. You can enjoy food and herbal drinks with nice atmosphere here. Let's end the day with the stunning sunset by the Chao Phraya River. hope you enjoyed a one-day trip in Bangkok's old districts with me. These places are only a part of diverse cultural heritages in Bangkok. Stay tuned for the next episode. Please subscribe.